Pancreatic cancer is one of the most silent and dangerous forms of cancer, and it's on the rise, especially among older adults. Often, it hides in plain sight with symptoms so subtle that many people don't realize what's happening until the disease is already advanced. That's what makes it so deadly. By the time most cases are diagnosed, the cancer has already spread, and treatment options become limited. But here's the hopeful part. Early detection can make all the difference. Your pancreas, located just behind your stomach, plays a crucial role in digesting food and regulating blood sugar. It produces enzymes that help break down fats and proteins, and also releases important hormones like insulin. But when cancer starts to grow in this small but vital organ, it can quietly interfere with digestion, hormone regulation, and even the way your body absorbs nutrients, often without setting off major alarms. Unlike other cancers, pancreatic cancer doesn't always show itself with obvious lumps or constant pain. Instead, it can start with vague, nagging signs that are easy to ignore. Things like mild stomach discomfort, unexplained fatigue, or small changes in how your body handles certain foods. Some of the earliest symptoms might even mimic common issues like indigestion, weight changes, or skin problems. That's why it's so important to stay alert. Unlike other cancers, pancreatic cancer doesn't always show itself with obvious symptoms or constant pain. Instead, it can begin with subtle changes in how you feel or how your body functions, things that are easy to brush off or blame on aging or diet. That's why awareness is everything. In today's video, we're going to uncover a handful of early warning signs that could help you recognize this condition before it progresses too far. Most people overlook these signs until it's too late, but by understanding what to watch for, you could help protect yourself or someone you love from one of the deadliest cancers out there. As always, this video is for educational purposes only. If you're experiencing persistent changes in your health, consult with a qualified medical professional. Let's take a closer look at the body's hidden signals that may point to something serious. Sign number 1, unexpected weight loss. Unintentional weight loss, especially when you haven't made any changes to your diet or activity level, can be one of the first and most overlooked warning signs of pancreatic cancer. If you've noticed your clothes fitting looser, the number on the scale dropping, or friends commenting on your weight loss when you weren't trying to lose weight, your body may be signaling that something's wrong. This type of weight loss occurs because the pancreas plays a vital role in digestion. When a tumor begins to grow in the pancreas, it can interfere with the organ's ability to produce enzymes that help break down and absorb nutrients from food. As a result, your body may start losing fat and muscle mass simply because it's not absorbing what it needs, no matter how much you eat. Beyond enzyme disruption, pancreatic tumors can also cause chronic inflammation, which puts your body in a catabolic state. That means it's breaking down tissues faster than it can rebuild them, leading to fatigue, weakness, and a steady drop in weight. This breakdown is especially concerning in older adults who already face natural declines in muscle mass and energy. Even more alarming, studies have shown that unintentional weight loss is one of the most common early signs present in people diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. In many cases, it shows up months before any pain or more obvious symptoms occur. If this is happening to you or someone you know, it's worth paying close attention. Not all weight loss is good, and in some cases it can be a red flag. Keeping a symptom journal and noting any additional signs, like appetite loss or digestive changes, can help you track what's really going on. So while many people might brush off weight loss as a positive change, when it comes without effort or reason, especially in older adults, it can be your body's way of waving a warning flag. Sign number 2, yellowing skin or eyes. Yellowing of the skin or the whites of the eyes, also known as jaundice, is one of the most noticeable signs that something may be wrong with your pancreas. And while it can be caused by other issues, it's often one of the first visible symptoms of pancreatic cancer, especially when a tumor is blocking the bile duct. Here's what's happening inside the body. Your pancreas is located near your bile duct, which carries bile from your liver to your small intestine to help digest fats. If a tumor grows in the head of the pancreas, which is where most pancreatic cancers begin, it can press against or block the bile duct. This causes bile to back up into the bloodstream, leading to a buildup of bilirubin, the pigment that gives bile its yellow color. That buildup is what turns your skin and eyes yellow. But jaundice doesn't stop there. You may also notice dark urine, pale-colored stools, or itchy skin. And unlike liver-related jaundice, pancreatic-related jaundice usually doesn't come with pain, making it easier to ignore or misdiagnose in the early stages. Globally, jaundice is considered one of the hallmark signs of a bile duct obstruction, and in older adults, it should always be taken seriously. Unfortunately, because it doesn't hurt and may come on gradually, some people delay seeking care until it worsens. If you're finding this information helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss important health updates designed to keep you informed, alert, and protected. By learning how to recognize jaundice early, especially when paired with symptoms like weight loss or fatigue, you can help detect pancreatic cancer when it's still treatable. Keep watching as we reveal more subtle signs that your body may be trying to warn you about. Sign number 3. Upper abdominal pain. Pain that starts in the upper abdomen and radiates to the back can be a subtle but important early clue of pancreatic cancer, especially if it doesn't seem to have a clear cause, or if it worsens after eating or lying down. This type of discomfort typically begins in the epigastric region, just below the breastbone. It can feel like a dull ache, a burning sensation, or a constant pressure that comes and goes. What makes it particularly concerning is when that pain starts to extend through to your middle or lower back, sometimes described as a band-like pain that wraps around your torso. This happens because the pancreas is located deep in the abdomen, tucked behind the stomach and near the spine. As a tumor grows in the pancreas, especially in the body or tail region, it can press against nearby nerves or organs, triggering referred pain that reaches the back. Many people chalk this up to indigestion, muscle strain, or even stress, which is why it often gets ignored. But persistent or worsening upper abdominal pain, particularly when paired with other symptoms like fatigue, appetite loss, or changes in digestion, should never be dismissed. In some cases, this type of pain might briefly ease after leaning forward, or worsen after lying flat. These positional changes are clues that the pain is more than just a stomach issue. It could be pancreatic. If you've had your gallbladder removed or suffer from other digestive issues, you may be more attuned to pain in this area. But what sets pancreatic-related pain apart is its persistence, subtle progression, and eventual intensification. Whether you're experiencing a dull backache with no clear cause or recurring upper belly pain that doesn't go away, pay attention to the pattern and how it evolves. The bottom line? A deep, radiating pain in your upper abdomen could be your body's quiet alarm bell, especially when other red flags are present. Understanding this symptom could help you, or someone you love, seek help sooner and take the next step toward early detection. Sign number 4. Floating or greasy stools. Your bathroom habits can reveal far more about your health than you might expect, especially when it comes to your pancreas. One of the lesser-known but very telling early signs of pancreatic cancer is the presence of stools that float, appear greasy or oily, and are difficult to flush. This change in your stool is often caused by a lack of pancreatic enzymes reaching your digestive tract. When the pancreas isn't functioning properly, due to inflammation or a growing tumor, it may stop producing enough enzymes to break down fats in your food. As a result, undigested fat passes through your digestive system and ends up in your stool. The result? Stools that are pale in color, have a foul smell, leave an oily residue, and tend to float in the toilet. In medical terms, this is known as steatorrhea, and it's a classic marker of fat malabsorption. Fat malabsorption also means your body isn't absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, nutrients essential for immunity, bone health, and overall well-being. So while you might not feel sick, your body is quietly missing out on vital building blocks, which can gradually lead to fatigue, weakness, and poor recovery from minor illnesses. You don't need to panic at one odd-looking bowel movement. Our diets and digestion fluctuate day to day. But if you consistently notice oily or floating stools, especially alongside other symptoms like weight loss or abdominal discomfort, it could be a signal of something deeper. Many people feel embarrassed discussing stool changes, but bringing it up with your doctor could be a key step in catching pancreatic issues early. Unlike more dramatic symptoms, this one often flies under the radar, but once you understand its root cause, it becomes easier to recognize when something's off. Keep an eye on this silent clue, because when it comes to early cancer detection, every small detail matters. Sign number 5. Sudden onset of diabetes. A sudden diagnosis of type 2 diabetes, especially in someone with no previous blood sugar issues, no family history, and who is within a healthy weight range, can be a surprising red flag for pancreatic cancer. Here's why. Your pancreas is responsible for producing insulin, the hormone that helps regulate your blood sugar levels. When cancer begins to grow in the pancreas, particularly in the insulin-producing cells, it can impair or completely disrupt this critical function. The result? A spike in blood sugar levels that often leads to a diagnosis of diabetes seemingly out of nowhere. This link is so strong that researchers have found up to 1 in 10 people diagnosed with pancreatic cancer first presented with new-onset diabetes in the months prior. In some cases, this new diabetes was the only clue that something more serious was going on. Unlike typical type 2 diabetes, pancreatic cancer-related diabetes tends to develop suddenly and may come with other odd symptoms: unexpected weight loss, loss of appetite, or abdominal discomfort, all of which may signal the pancreas is under stress. This is especially true for adults over the age of 50 who are not overweight but suddenly develop high blood sugar or require medications they never needed before. If this sounds familiar, it's important to go beyond routine diabetes care and ask your provider to investigate further. While diabetes is extremely common, the sudden onset of it in an otherwise healthy adult, especially when combined with digestive or abdominal symptoms, should never be ignored. Understanding the deeper connection between blood sugar and pancreatic health could be a life-saving insight. And if it helps even one person catch cancer before it spreads, it's worth paying attention to. So to recap, pancreatic cancer is often called a silent killer for a reason. It hides behind vague symptoms that can easily be mistaken for something else. But as we've seen today, your body does give you clues. Sudden, unexplained weight loss, yellowing skin or eyes, persistent upper abdominal pain that radiates to your back, greasy, floating stools, and the abrupt onset of diabetes without clear risk factors. These are not signs to ignore. Each of these symptoms on its own might seem harmless, but when they show up together, or even just one feels off and lingers, it's worth listening to your body and seeking a professional opinion. Early detection is the best weapon we have against pancreatic cancer. The sooner it's found, the more treatment options are available, and the better the chances of managing or even overcoming it. And remember, prevention isn't just about reacting to symptoms, it's about living with awareness, eating a balanced diet, avoiding smoking, managing blood sugar, and staying active all support pancreatic health and overall well-being. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with someone you care about. You never know who might need to hear this message today. And if you'd like to keep learning how to protect your health naturally and stay informed about serious conditions like this, stay tuned. There's much more to come. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay proactive, and take good care of yourself.